And hello, welcome to This Week at EPL. It is Monday, April 25th, 2022. Checks the clock. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Hannah.
So thanks for joining us today. We'll let you know what's going to be coming up this week. Right off the bat, the important thing is Thursday. What about Thursday?
Thursday. The library campus will be closed all day, so none of the buildings will be open.
Yep. You can see that on our website here, and that is also pinned on Facebook, I know.
Yes, and then there's signs on all of the doors to all of the buildings around campus.
If you come someplace to one of the buildings anytime, and for some reason you're not able to get in, check the door because there's probably something posted on there. But
pretty big sign, so you should notice that.
As it says here, Eckhart Public Library's campus will be closed on Thursday, April 28th for staff in service. Our digital and streaming services and public Wi-Fi are available 24 hours a day, even if the library is closed.
Yes.
So that means you can still sit outside and use the internet if you need to do something important like that. Let's see here. We're going to jump into some special highlights.
Yay.
This week we've got magazines.
Ooh.
We've got a lot of magazines already.
We do, yes.
These are just a sampling. Of course, these are only 4 of them. Point this way. These are only 4 of them that are up here, but a sampling of some of the many great magazines that we subscribe to in print are included here, but then we'll also say some of them. We do also have, in addition, the usual, the Flipster magazines, as well as ones on Overdrive. Large print titles, Reader's Digest, and Guideposts. Neither of those are up there, but I did have some files for those. I just didn't get those put on there. Standard print titles. Do any of these jump out at you? What do you like to?
I don't really read magazines, so I'm not the best person to ask.
Let's see. I know my mom read a lot of Birds and Blooms. Cook's Illustrated is pretty cool. I have their big cookbook for Cook's Illustrated, which is where I got my recipe for apple pie, which went over really well here at the library recently.
Yes. Maybe my dad. He probably reads Sports Illustrated. Okay. That's probably something he does.
Outdoor Indiana is straight up here. Cook's Illustrated is actually right over there too. Yes. What does that say? Well, Consumer Reports. That's a helpful one, and also it's just kind of fun to look through. Yeah. Game Informer is on the list as well. Artists Magazine as well. Quilting Arts has been popular too. So
yeah, we have a lot of magazines and have a variety of different topics. If you haven't seen our huge magazine wall. Yep.
There are, they've been moved around a little bit, so I think they're all on one side now.
Yeah, they should be all against the one side.
And then that is actually, it's over your right shoulder.
Oh yeah, behind my head. Over there. I'm
That's
not
right.
going to put...
Good job.
Yes. Behind my head.
All right, cool. So we'll jump back over to here. So yeah, just to go through that list again, I just jumped all over this. Artist Magazine, Birds and Blooms, Consumer Reports, including the annual buying guide, but that's shelved on the upper level in nonfiction.
Right,
Cook's Illustrated, Game Informer, Magnolia Journal, Military History, that's one that I don't think I mentioned. We mentioned the New Yorker, New Yorker Magazine, Outdoor Indiana, Quilting Arts, and Sports Illustrated.
And that's just some of the titles we have.
That's right.
Yes.
So
many, many more.
Yeah. We're going to go into the things that are happening each day and then save the recurring things for at the end. Wanted to mention the homeschool programs. Of course, this does air on Monday morning. And by this time, the program we're talking about here, which is Eckhart Envoy specifically, will have finished at this point. But at 10:15, homeschool program for elementary age students is when that happens.
Yes.
Let's see.
And then Social Science Surveyors is the other homeschool program that happens right after that. So 11:15. So it starts about now.
Yep, that's correct. Can you continue on with the other one? I'm going to fix the problem here.
And then also on Monday mornings, we have Babies and Books. So this starts at 10 a.m. before this recording as well. In the Secret Garden, as long as the weather's nice, it'll be outside, but for now it's in the Secret Garden. Yep. Yes.
Babies and Books got the younger crew, so we want to make sure they're more comfortable than the older crew even. Teen Magic the Gathering is this afternoon. It had started at 4 p.m. previously. This program alternates with Teen Dungeons and Dragons. But at 4:30 is when the Magic the Gathering is going to start. So that's a little bit later than what it had been. Instead of 4 o'clock, it's going to be 4:30 because I think it'll better coincide with students getting out of middle school and high school, which is sometime around 3 something, I think.
Yeah.
So that will be better. I think better time to like stop home, get a snack, eat, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes. And then next we have the Newberry Book Club. That isn't this week, but it's just a reminder that we have one meeting a month. So, yes, we read a bunch of different Newbery award-winning books. Yes.
And I wanted to mention a couple of these here because it's not something that we always think about. There'll be some titles that you might recognize. Some of them, Holes, that one was a popular one that I remember hearing. The Giver, Shiloh, The Whipping Boy, Sarah Plain and Tall. And this is actually going back 100 years since it's the 100th anniversary. But the next meeting will be on May 16th. So mark your calendars, set reminders. Tell your personal digital assistant, I don't know, Siri or Cortana or Google to remind you for May 16th at 6:15 p.m.
Yes, and that is for kids from 4th to 7th grade, as well as a parent or adult guardian.
Then Tuesday, continuing story time as we usually do. That is in person as well. That is family story time. So it kind of centers around preschool age, but it can go higher, it can go lower. There are a smattering, I guess you could say, of age groups in that one. I've been doing that one for the last 3 weeks or so. So I've got a couple more weeks for that. What are we talking about? We're talking about eating healthy, I think, is what it's going to be. So Tuesday story times are 10:45 a.m. and 6:15 p.m.
Yes, and then there's also a story time on Wednesday, too. It's in the morning at 10:45.
And generally, we'll try to do those outside if it's probably warmer than like 55 degrees or so. Especially once it gets warmer, those will pretty much be outside. And then we'll see. Stay tuned to see if there are any changes that happen during the summer read program, which is coming up.
Yeah, it's very fast. About a month or so till the beginning.
Yep. The Teen Art Club is Wednesday as well. So later in the day.
So they will be making marshmallow peep dioramas. The little candy peeps. Finally, a use for peeps. They use colorful, crystalline, marshmallowy things that we are made aware of every spring. It kind of ties spring and art and Easter together. So that's Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. at the Teen Library.
Now, Thursday is the day that we're going to be closed.
Yes.
But we'll still have Genealogy Chat.
Yes, do not fear.
That's streaming at 3:30 p.m. with Jane, and I think we're going to have Barbara Morrow there this weekend. This week, I believe it is. And then I can be told if that's not correct, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yes.
So a local author who we've mentioned before, be sure to check it out. It's always streamed live and then saved to EPL's Facebook page. And then we share it on the genealogy page, and it's posted shortly after on YouTube.
Yes, so there's lots of ways to find it. And then on Friday, we have Poem in Your Pocket Day. So this is to celebrate Poem in Your Pocket Day. We are having an adult scavenger hunt. We're going to hide poems throughout the main library. And if you find one, read it, and then you can either bring it to the desk for a chance to win a journal, or you can keep the poem in your pocket.
Or
hide it for someone else
to find.
That seems
fun, yeah. I kind of want to just put little fun things just everywhere here now and then, even without poem in your pocket.
You don't have to do it just on Poem in Your Pocket Day. Do it all the time.
Yeah. And then also, we mentioned in the what it says here, great opportunities for elementary. The description.
Yes, there we go.
Great opportunities for elementary schoolers the last week for the Teen Poetry Contest and Genealogy Chat, especially because of those homeschool programs. What was the other thing? There's another thing. Oh well. I'm mentioning the Newberry. Anyway, getting into I guess the team thing was what I was thinking. Anyway, let's come back to this. Lego Club
Lego Club.
on Friday as well. This happened actually last Friday as well.
Yeah, it was very popular. There was a lot of kids, and
Yeah.
they seemed to have a lot of fun with it. So, yes.
Do you have what it takes to complete our Lego challenges? Each week, we have a new goal to achieve using some of our favorite building bricks. Lego Club meets each week and is designed for elementary school age attendees, 4 to 4:45 p.m.
In the activity room, which is
Well, it's this room.
yes, we're actually in the activity room
Yeah.
right now. It doesn't look like we are, but we are.
Probably in the future, we'll probably have a thing that shows off the green screen that's behind us.
Yeah.
So, behind the curtain, so to speak.
Yes.
Ongoing programming, the things
Yes,
that we've
yes.
mentioned a couple times. It's possible we could have some take and makes someplace.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that the children's take and make kits are all gone. There is like one left. But,
So yeah,
yeah.
if you come in, you can ask about them. What we have is generally out and available at either the adult or the main level circulation desk or the children's circulation
Yes.
desk.
But it is first come, first serve. So by the end of the month, they're all probably gone.
So that means if you are looking for something to do coming up, you've got in a week there'll be a new
Yes,
batch or so.
next week.
I'd probably wait until later on Monday or Tuesday because it usually
Yeah.
takes a day to get out or so. But stay tuned for what's going on then. This is also the last week for teen prom formal wear pickups.
Yes.
That's at the teen library. And that's the usual thing. Right now, I think looking by, I don't know if I've seen any suits or tuxedos, but it's mainly dresses and shoes. There's like a pair of black gloves there.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
pretty picked over, but you can still come take a look,
Yep.
or you can still donate. And then last ongoing program is the Teen Poetry Contest. So that also ends this week. On Friday the 30th is the last day to submit, and then you can submit your poem by. It's on the website. It's on the calendar.
Yep, it's on the calendar.
Yeah,
So if
so you
we
just-
go.
Yeah, you just go to the calendar, click on the event, and then the link is in the event description.
Yep. So teen poetry contest, and it is
Yes, right there.
here. It's a tiny URL. Tiny URL.
Tiny Earl.
Yep. That's what I say. Let's see. And then I think that's the end of what we've got going on this week at EPL. As always, feel free to ask any questions about programs that are going on, that are relevant questions while we're live like this. Hopefully we'll be able to see them and answer your questions. But if you're have any feedback like that,
Yeah,
you
or
can
it
let
could
us
just
know.
be a question about the library in general.
Otherwise, anything fun you've got going on this coming week or last weekend?
Oh yeah, I went to an NHL hockey game
Oh, cool.
in Detroit.
Detroit.
Yes, the Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Red Wings.
The Red Wings, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've been to Chicago and I saw
Oh, yeah.
the Blackhawks versus the Avalanche. I think those teams both still exist.
Yeah, I feel like they do too.
It's been a while since I've been into hockey.
Yeah.
It was a big thing that I did with some of my friends who played street hockey and
Oh,
such
that's
like that.
cool.
It was funny because my dad mentioned we'd seen the Comets before.
Yeah.
And then we went and saw like the Comets. I think they're still pros, but
Yeah, but
Like-
it's nothing compared to the NHL. It's insane. Yeah.
yep,
It's a whole
it's-
different level.
Definitely, it definitely is. My fun thing that I did is I got a 3D printer.
Ooh, that's very cool.
It's kind of a lower end model because all I'm doing is printing miniatures, and the definition is pretty cool. So it was a lot of fun. I got to make a couple of them. I got to fail a couple times because that's what happens.
Yes.
But
Always a learning curve.
yeah. So if you're part of programming here, especially D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, you might see some of that stuff. Cool.
Yes.
That is all for today. Hope you join us next time. If you see us live on here, you can feel free to comment. If you see us on TV, you can comment to your TV, but it probably won't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
But
People might just think you're crazy.
that could be. We'll see you next time.
Bye.